The historic Local Content Bill number 21 of 2021 was passed by the National Assembly after 6 hours of debate on Wednesday and has now paved the way for the provision of more opportunities for Guyanese nationals and companies in the petroleum sector. What was most surprising on the passing of this bill is that it includes a whopping 10 amendments which were proposed by the APNU AFC. But while the passing of the Local Content Bill was somewhat done in a mannerly fashion, when it was time to pass the Natural Resource Fund Bill number 20 of 2021, the atmosphere of the National Assembly shifted from political debating to unruly protest action and literal pandemonium.
Wax lyrically on the importance so that Natural Resource Fund Act in fact is one of the most vulgar, and so we are witnessing now.
Despite this move by the opposition, Finance Minister Ashni Singh completed his presentation of the bill, after which it was proposed that the bill be read for a second time, and the bill was put to a vote by Minister of Governance and Parliamentary Affairs Gail Shera. All 47 clauses and 2 schedules were then put to a vote by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Manzoor Nadir, which resulted in the government with its majority seats in the National Assembly voting favourably to ensure its passage. Following this passage, members of the opposition via virtual press conference dubbed the bill's passing to be illegal. According to Member of Parliament Rosdell Ford, the bill was passed in the absence of the symbolic mace.
Secondly, the standing orders state that a member of the National Assembly must be in his or her seat to vote in the National Assembly. Most of the government MPs and members of Parliament were out of their seats, especially the Prime Minister, who was on his feet, waving. It is clear that there was no legal vote carried tonight in the National Assembly.
The mace in Parliament is a symbol of royalty authority, and without it, neither house can meet or pass laws. On Wednesday evening, the mace had to be protected by an officer of Parliament after opposition members could be seen attempting to remove it. PNC leader Aubrey Norton, who also weighed in on the matter, claimed that the Speaker and the government violated the standing orders. Norton went further to defend the actions of the members of Parliament.
Now, I want to congratulate our members of Parliament. Many of them are young, but they've shown that they are prepared to stand up for the people of this country. I know some people will try to say it is hooliganism, but when people are representing the right of the people, no measure that they take can be considered hooliganism.
But while the opposition remains firm in its stance that Bill number 20 is illegitimate, the government is adamant that the passage of it was legal. A statement from the government of Guyana noted that at the time when the vote was called, every member of the government side of the House was seated and voted for the passage of the bill. The mace was also in place at the time when the question was put to the House and the vote taken. A call was made for the APNU AFC coalition and the rest of the opposition members of Parliament to examine the video footage and other recordings of the events in the National Assembly that proved that the Natural Resources Fund Bill was lawfully passed and is now binding and legal. The indoor protest against the passing of the bill by the opposition members of the House on Wednesday evening was a continuation to the protest action that was staged during the day. The protesters, which included opposition members, were calling for the bill to be sent to a special select committee for further scrutiny. But despite those efforts, the bill was passed and awaits the official assent of President Irfan Ali. The Natural Resource Fund was assented in January 2019 by former President David Granger after its passage in September 2018 and provided for the establishment of a fund to manage natural resource wealth in an effective and efficient manner. However, since the bill's passing, it has remained under scrutiny by the PPPC party members such as Vice President Barry Jagdeo, who deemed the bill to be weak and impossible to operationalize. For the HGP Nightly News, Kendall Richmond.